A very fresh good morning to you. Just finished driving up. It is a cold start to the day. It's about -2 right now. The roads were really slippery. Luckily I put my winter tyres on this weekend, so that was all good. So now we're back. If you look in the background, the lake has started to freeze. The weather report says it's gonna just be consistently cold now, so winter is here. But there's some of that white stuff forecast. It was saying during the weekend that it was going to be happening right now, but as you can see, Mr. Blue Sky is here. So I'm going to take advantage of it. It is forecast a bit later in the week, but as long as we don't mention the name, it's not going to happen. That's the rule. So in here, I've got a pack of 1.5 by 6 inch stud work. So I'm going to use that for all the walls. I'm going to head over and basically we're going to mark out all the base plates now for the building. For the 2 new extensions, I'm just going to mark out the windows, all the corners, all the doors, and then I get a good count of all the stud work I need, all the studs, and then I'll pre-cut them all. Got my little workstation set up. So that's going to be the day today. With any luck, we should have the walls up by the end of the day, and I'm hoping the target is to try and get the roof, kind of most of the structure built. Unfortunately, my supplier made a little mistake when it comes to materials and forgot the 2x9, which is what I need for the ridge beam. So I have a trailer full of 2x9, 14 lengths over 5 meters, which I'm going to have to carry up on my own. No Steon this week, so that is going to suck. But I think I'm going to wait until it's the coldest it can be, so there's no moisture on the side of the rock, so I can carry up easier, and it will help warm me up. But for now, let's build some walls. Let's get on with it. So that's all of the 60s marked out: window openings, hallway openings and doors. So now I've marked and fixed down the first floor plate. We always make one fixed on the bottom and then we basically make a duplicate of those cut with the 60s transferred up and all the windows and markings are on them, then we can build the wall on the ground, stand it up, and everything's then dead straight. So that is prepared for the 2 load-bearing walls. I've counted the studs and calculated how long they need to be. So now the next job is to cut all of those ready. It is warming up, but you can see it's not enough for the ice to melt. So it's still pretty chilly. But things are going well so far. So a couple of hours I should have these 2 walls up, and then I can build the gables ready. Well, it's been a cold day, I can say that for sure. When the sun went down, it got freezing, so I suited up, but stud work's done. This section is ready. It's braced up, it's all stiff and strong, so I'm ready for the roof trusses here tomorrow. So the plan is tomorrow morning, I've pre-cut all the studs just there. That's for the entrance hall. So I'm going to make the entrance back wall, and then I've got to do a little bit of figuring out for the load bearing on the front, because it's nearly all glass. But when that's done, then I can actually start building roof trusses. So unfortunately that means I've got to carry up that wood, but that's the way it is. So tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day, so if I can use that day for production on the roof trusses and stuff, then I don't have to be cutting them in the cold. I'll be very happy about that. So that's the day's plan. But for now, I'm cold, I'm tired, I would very much like to warm up by the fire, so I'm going to go in and have some food. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, guys. Bye. So it was another cold start. It was freezing. So the camera, the batteries froze, everything. It was -10 when I started the day, but I'm kind of used to it. We've done it before. Doesn't mean I enjoy it, but it's been all right. So as you can see, we've got the walls up for the entrance area now. I was missing some timber, unfortunately, and my suppliers have forgotten a few bits. So I just had to carry up a bunch of lengths. I've got another load that big to carry up from the trailer, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow for that. It's a good warm up. So now the walls are up, I'm gonna calculate and figure out the heights of the ridge beam. We'll figure all of that out and get those in, and then I can start to produce the roof trusses. But there's a few little finishing touches to do. I've got to make some corners and bits, so that's the main thing for the day while it's light. And then this evening, when I can see the laser lines nicely, I'll set all the supporting columns for the ridge beams, and I can start building those. So it's been good so far. I'm pretty happy with the progress. It's nice, always nice when the walls go up. They go up nice and quick, and you suddenly feel like you've got quite a lot of progress. But there's plenty to get done, so let's get on with it. Made the mistake. Never talk about the weather when you're depending on the weather. Yes, it looks beautiful, but bugger. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is snowing. Gorgeous sunset, but damn it, didn't need this. So close. And it's looking a lot worse over there. Can't see the hills anymore. It means it's going to get heavier. But what can you do? Just gotta carry on. I'll enjoy the beauty of it instead. Damn it. You know what? It wasn't such a bad day after all. The sun was pretty nice, and that little dusting of snow didn't matter too much. So it made things a little bit slippy, but it was okay. So how far did I get? I got the internal walls, well, the external walls ready on the entrance area. There's a beam to go across the top of there, which I'll put in tomorrow. And I got pretty much all the stud work completed on the bedroom wing, let's call it. So let's take a quick look around. So this is going to be the area where the bathroom is. You can't really see it right now because of the snow, but it's where the window is. It's going to be the bathroom. There's going to be a running toilet and stuff in there, and a shower. So that section just there, that's where our window is going to be, floor to ceiling. And then we've made this area. I had to make a small change. The plan was to have it completely open there, but the span was just too much. I needed to have a glue lamb beam there, which I didn't really want to fork out the money for. So I just added an extra post here, and we'll close that section in. And a nice little staircase will come up this section here into the bedroom wing. There'll be an entrance little hallway here, so there'll be a door there, a door here, and a door there. You can see I got the beam in to support the roof, just the first section, and I made a mock-up of the trusses just to see how they're going to be. I'm pretty happy with how they are, so I was just messing around because we've got rules on insulation amounts here, so I want to get as much insulation in this building as I can, just for energy efficient, as it's going to be solar powered, so there won't be a great deal of heating in here. It will be relying on body heat and a simple paraffin heater that will heat the whole cabin. But it's gone pretty well, I think. I'm looking forward to getting the openings done for the windows tomorrow too. I'm hoping what I can achieve tomorrow is to get all the trusses put on this place and a tarp roof pulled over so I can get the materials in here. It'd be great if I can, because then they won't get covered in snow, which will be really nice. But for now, it's time to go in and get some food and warm up. It's actually got warmer now. The clouds come in, which is why it snowed, and it went from about -10, it warmed up to about -1, so it's actually quite comfortable to work now. But it's been a long day. It's a 13-hour day, so time to take a break. Until tomorrow morning, guys, and then we'll carry on and see if we can get this roof on. Good morning. It's not as cold today, which is nice. I started fully suited up, but it was way too hot, so I decided to start off the day just by moving the materials into the building, so I don't have to do it tonight in the dark. Hopefully, if things go to plan, I'll get all the trusses on today and a tarp pulled over the roof, just in case the white stuff comes. Apparently, they're talking about the possibility of sleet now, a lot of sleet, and that's the worst because it will hit the rock. The rock is already cold and it will freeze. So that on materials would have been a nightmare. Also, the fact that having them inside means I don't have to walk over the terrain. So a little bit of forward planning for next week. But now I've made up my templates for the trusses, so I'm going to produce them all. Quite a few to make. So I'll get that done, and then hopefully I can get the ridge beam and them set before it gets too dark. And then get the site nice and tidy and secure. And then I can go home because I'm cold. And I've got a lot of work to do when I get home. But unfortunately, because my supplier forgot some of the timber, so I'm probably going to have to come back up here before Sunday to carry all the materials up, because as soon as it freezes here, it's going to be a nightmare to walk up with materials. So the worst case scenario is it freezes, then it goes slightly plus degrees, not enough to melt the ice away completely, but then it's so slippery and I don't want to be carrying materials up there. I'm going to break an ankle. So for now, let's start producing the trusses and see if I can get this roof on. Well, I think that's been a good week. Most of the roof done, ran out of timber. Nothing I can do about that, but I would have got that finished this week. So I'm really happy. It's looking good. Everything's nice and straight. It's ready for me to do the next stage. So tomorrow I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to have to carry up those materials. That's some AMSR that nobody wants to hear. Me panting heavily, climbing up a hill with timber on my back. Nah. So I don't think I'll be doing any filming. But maybe or not. You'll see. You'll know before I do. Well, for now, I think it's time to call it a day. It's gone really, really well. I can't complain with the progress. I'm one guy, and I managed to do this so far. I'm sure there's someone that can do it faster, but I'm my own boss. I'll set my own pace, and it's cold. Mother Nature was kind. It didn't get too much snow here, so that was good. But it's coming. There's no like hiding from it now. It's cold here, and Sunday it's supposed to snow up to 0.5 meter overnight. So when I arrive on Monday, I do not want to be carrying those materials up, so that's why I'm doing it tomorrow. So let's build some roofs on the next video. Fingers crossed we can get it sealed. I'm really, really hoping that that's going to go that way. The only person who's holding me back is me, so let's keep going. Thank you to everybody who's watched the channel so far. Really appreciate it. The numbers are growing steadily. Please like and subscribe and share the channel. Most importantly, share the channel to everyone you know. If you know anyone who's into this sort of stuff, whether renovation work or just watching a guy get old and tired real quick, then we'll follow the channel. Until next week, guys, have a great week and hope the weekend goes well for you all. See you next week.